So, when I was in the novitiate after high school in Victorias, then my novice master was Father Carino. And he was not in favor of, we are in good terms with the Chinese. The Indians and Chinese are not in good terms. And Father Sidel was not very well. Then he said, if you want to go to Hong Kong, you arrange it yourself. What did I know about passport? He knew nothing about passport. And so, a certain moment, Father Fells said, no, you cannot go to Hong Kong anymore because you are late to enrollment. And Father Fells said, Hallelujah! Let us start here. So that was the beginning of the college in Tandobang. So our group did not go to Hong Kong anymore because he said, when you go to Hong Kong, when you come back, your degree is SDB. SDB, the degree. Name, brother, so and so, SDB. SDB was the degree. And he said, no, you have to start college here and take your civil degree. He said, so that is how we started the BSE. And philosophy at the same time, it took us 4 years to finish our post-novitiate 4 years. Then, after college, of course, circumstance, because he said, brother, you have enough units to minor in English. So that's good, but you have to have a major. And the units that you have more is in history. And so you be the major in history. And so 9 units first semester and 9 units second semester, I finished my major in history. Self-study, walang teacher. We only made our final examination. Binigyan natin may final examination. But we had no teacher. See, it was a self-study in history. I got my 9 units per semester, 9 units, 18 units, self-study. And so, you can imagine how I taught English in Don Bosco Technical High School. But however, the student said, Father, we still remember and we still know how to do the map of the world. Because that was the final examination, the Rivalita. I have to memorize the world map. Till at least you remember that. You know where you are going to go to work abroad. You know where you are. And then, after that, he said, you go to Don Bosco Boys Town. Right. Because they say, when you are sent to Don Bosco Boys Town, when you survive, you are real salvation. Because many of the brothers who went to Cebu Boys Town, they went out. They went out. So if you survive, you are really a good salvation. I survived that. 3 years. There was a moment that there was nobody in Pasil because Father Diana went for vacation. So there must be somebody in Pasil. So I was assigned as a practical trainee during summer in Pasil alone. So in order to have a good breakfast and a good lunch, I would go to Boys Town. But supper, no escape. Ay bulgur man ang supper. You know what is bulgur? It's wrapped wheat. When it's cooked, when it dries, it's really hard. But they had to burn that during the whole summer. Bulgur as my rice. No? And the oratory closed at 10 o'clock in the evening. 10 o'clock in the evening was the close of the oratory in Pasil. You know, Pasil is nightlife. So, at night they don't sleep, they sleep during the day. And so, I was there for the whole summer alone as a practical trainee. But Padre Sango used to come and visit me once in a while to see how I was in Pasil. And after that, of course, we went for theology, and then we were the first group to study theology in Santo Tomas. The first group. And in that, after first year, the Italians went to Italy to continue the theology because they were not satisfied with Santo Tomas. So all Italians studied theology back in Italy. Ang group of the Fathers of Kelly, Father Oras, and all that. They went to Italy for their theology. Then after theology, they came back. That's called theology. And we were the person also to occupy the Paranaque house. So we built up the basketball court, the football ground, and then we would commute from Paranaque to Santo Tomas every day. Then, after that, we were talking to myself, Father, can you be principal in the Bosco Western Cebu? In order to make it softer, he told me, well, if you can be ordained after a year, as long as you study theological subjects in San Carlos. Okay. So I taught subjects in sacred master ko in catechetics, religious education. I took some sort of subjects in order to fulfill the obligation, requirement to be ordained that year, even as principal at that time. That was 1973. So I was ordained in the Carmelite for the diaconate after 3 months for my ordination. Diaconate was the preacher, who was the preacher. I was alone. And then I came, I know that after the order Carmelite nuns are not silent. They are very noisy to kapit. Because by wrong then the group of those who are out, those who are in. No? Because I do some marketing and to sell the products. Whenever somebody. And then, for my retreat for the ordination of priesthood, I made it in Mantalongon. The preacher was also alone. Who was the preacher? So silent detail alone. So, after that, then I said, okay, you go back for your fourth-year theology to continue. Because that was just Father Fernandez, he was the principal. He did not finish historical studies because he was ordained in the third year by Pope VI. Yeah. Many of that group went out. They went out of the priesthood because they were called before finishing theology. But Father Fernandez persevered. So I had to change him. So I stopped my theology, and then after 1 year, he came back, then I went back to my studies. And there comes the visit of Father Williams. You know, the first regional. And he came to Panique and said, Father, how qualified are you to decide on the ordination of the students? I did not answer. So, you ask my superior? He asked the one who assigned me. So, he assigned me as a member of the House Council. So, how to decide for the nation of the students of theology. And I said, well, how qualified are you? Well, you asked me provincial. That was my answer. When he came back, finished there, I went back into the most technical school as principal. After 1 year, somebody got by spirit got and said, you have been appointed as rector of the school. Just like that, rector of the school. I can say yes or no. It's already finished. It's already final. The appointment is already final. So I was already informed by Father Spirito there in the playground. So you are appointed director next year of the Boston Technical School. No question. I accepted that. Okay, final naman. So 6 years. 6 years in, as rector. after being a rector, because I applied for a mission during the Project Africa, but I did not receive an answer. So Father Revilla came and said, "Are you still interested in going to the mission?" Yes, I applied 2 years ago, but there was no answer. But are you still interested? Okay, I am interested. So we sent you to Makati and wait for your visa. So I stayed 3 months in Makati, Dubasco Parish. The Father was in as the parish priest. It was good. So I then also pastoral work in the parish for 3 months. Confession, masses have to be finished in 45 minutes, not more than that. 45 minutes because another month after that for the parking area. And then also I have to go also for marriage counseling, because the one who gave the marriage counseling is the one who officiated the ceremony, the wedding. That was the policy. So after 3 months, I received my obedience. I applied for not in Ethiopia. I applied in one of the countries because they speak English. That was under the western province of the United States. But Father said, "Oh, you wait. I will confront the Director Major." When he came back and said, Director Major decided to go to Ethiopia. Okay, that was it. And he was, "Would you like you are going to go to Ethiopia?" That's all. No question. So I went to Ethiopia, and what was my work? There was already Father Rigatsu in charge of the Esperantate, and Espiritu was director. And so for 1.5 years, I was a practical training. Assistant to the aspirant, assist in the dormitory, assist the study hall and the chapel, distribute the copy books, whatever they needed. And so I was a practical training for 1.5 years. Then, and I received commissions. Yeah, growing up, I said, they need a novice master. Novice master. And so, 3 of us had a meeting. Because there was no communication between Ethiopia and Middle East. There was no communication. So I had a meeting, 3 of us. So we need a rector in charge of the aspirante and novice master. Espiritu Rigatsu, my son. So Father Rigatsu, I would like to be in charge of the aspirante, director aspirante. And the Father Espiritu immediately, I would like to continue with the rector. No choice. You are the novice master. So, circumstance, they have been informed of Vincent. This is what we have decided. There was no way. That's it. There was no question because we are only 3. So I became a novice master for around, I think, 11, 13 years. And walang preparation, no? No preparation. I really envy you because you are prepared. You study, you have your college degree, you pass the board exam, you have gone to so many seminars, even from pre-university to all the number of seminars. 1 week, 1 month, 2 weeks here and there for your seminar. And then 1 week of discernment before applying for the vows. No? Kami we didn't have that one. We have no process of discernment. We just decide, you apply or not? So we apply. Accepted. But we didn't undergo the process of discernment for the club. And so, then, after some time, I came back to the Philippines, and the province said, nagkaroon ng crisis. I said, I am going back to the Philippines for good. And for being secure in the transition. The answer was, when you are ready, we just inform you. So walang bukas to limit education. I could go 1 year, 2 years, 3 years without limit. When I'm ready, then I can go back to Ethiopia. So there was no limit of number of years education. And so at that time, Father Sago was the people director for the BTC. So he came to Granada. Would you like to become a rector of the BTC? I said, no. I told him frankly, no. Then there was an occasion in Iloilo. There was, I think, a blessing of the shop. Father Sago came again and said, would you agree to become director of the BTC? I said, my goodness, he's running after me. I said, okay, accept. Then after some time, Father Buson came and said, I was amused. You accept to become director of the BTC. Why? I don't know why you would like to accept because of so many problems. But you didn't tell me before, I wouldn't have accepted it. Then after 3 years, Father Buson came and said, can you continue for another 3 years? No. We agreed only for 3 years. I'm going back to Ethiopia. Just like that. At that moment, I said, I'm going back to Ethiopia. Early sermon. I'm going back to Ethiopia. So after that 3 years, I went back to Ethiopia. And then he asked me, I was supposed to study language for 4 months, for an assignment. Then after 1 week, the provincial came and said, Bajularo, can you be administrator in the Kamari in Eritrea? Again, no objection, no problem. I was very obedient. So I went to Eritrea as administrator. That was Eritrea, become like a white elephant. Very well organized. Actually, we have the football ground, basketball courts, 4 shops, building, one after another. Automotive, mechanic, woodwork, electricity. Then with the administration building covered, gym with the cafeteria, good for can hold 100 people at one time. The dormitory for the boys, dormitory for the girls. And then Salisan residents have our own, 2-story, there's parents of their own, and then it's divided by the wall from the school. In case that the government would like to get a school, meron kaming residents. So there was a wall with the gate, and the generator is in our compound. So financially, it was the problem. Why? It was like this. The food and students are selected by the government to send to us. Except those in the town, we have our own option to get from the town itself. But other students are outside. The government will send to us the students. So, they pay for the board and lodging, they pay for the food, they pay for the school supplies, they pay for everything paid by the government, including electricity, telephone, and all that. Shop materials, everything. Even teachers paid by the government. So it's just enough for me, as we go to collect all the receipt, and the Minister of Education will conduct the reform. No question asked, so that even the electricity, we have only 1 meter, because the only one receipt. So we put all the electricity consumptions to the ministry, including our own and as parentage. Including the food. When you buy the food, we buy for the boarding, we also take a food from that. We also, of course, to pay, equivalent paying for us also. So there was no financial problem about that. No? So our only explaint for teachers is that if we hire teachers by ourselves, because we want quality teacher, we have to pay it by ourselves, not by the government. The government will pay the teachers. And if you say, you have no teacher in biology, you provide us a teacher. The government will provide a teacher for us. And they will pay, of course, because they are hired by the government. No? So after that, the provincial chairman father, can you be the novice master again? He said, no, I am already obsolete. After 8 years, I become obsolete as novice master. I am outdated. Is that so? Okay, we will send you for updating. No more objection. The objection was I'm obsolete, outdated. So we sent you to updating. So I went to San Carlos to study theology, dynamic classes, and all that. Of course, I did not go for degree. I went as auditor. So I'm not forced to take the examination. But everything as research and all that, I have obliged to do that, but not a final examination. I did not take calculus list. No, to take examination because I did not ask for units for that. And then, sigurado, pagbalik, novice master na naman. 2 years. And then at the end of 2 years in the novitiate, Father the regional at that time.
Panapera.
I still did Father Williams, no? I forgot who is the one. And gentleman said, Father, your name appeared in the consultation. Will you accept to become a provincial? Just like that, in the corridor. You accept to become a provincial, give me 1 day. And take them, what is your answer? Okay, accept ko. Accepted. So, that is how I became a provincial. Like that, for 6 years, a provincial come. At the end, there was once complex school. With the parish church within the compound, the house of the volunteers, our residents of the Novitiate, we had the women's development program, you have the Rotary that feeds 200 children for lunch. Then we have grade 1 up to grade 12, and then we have a TV program. At the end was so kind of printing press they were about to put up. So I was looking for the administrator, economer. Nobody liked to accept economer of that place. No one liked to accept, I cannot force somebody. So I gave obedience to myself. I became the economer of that complex school. That was the worst assignment I had. Only for 2 years, but that was the worst. That is the only time really I cried. And there was one moment that I needed equivalent to 180,000 pesos to pay the workers. After collecting all, kulang ba? Negative, 180,000. We want to get 180,000. So I will provincial economer. Provincial economer was out of town. The provincial was out of town. He was only the executive secretary. So I said, to call the economer, I need 180,000. The economer said, no, I cannot give that. So I said, you call again. You tell the economer that I am not going back to the community unless I get 100,000 tomorrow. I know. There were many Filipino families in Alisokoba. I can't go to anywhere around them. Even October, I would think. So I said, I will not go back to the community. Director face the employees without salary, but I'm not going to face the salary, the employees without the payment. I will not go back. And then Kamran said, okay. He said a check tomorrow, gave him the 180,000. Is it loan or subsidy? I did not care. Because I received the money. So, because you have to pay 200 employees. 200 employees, that complex 200 employees to be paid. And aside from that, DOSD, labor union of the employees. The labor union was duly established and met the requirements, and so it's another problem. So after 2 years, I asked the provincial, who was my novice, I said, I would like to have a transfer. Then, at the end, they said, okay, you ask for transfer, I will send you back to the novice community. Not as novice pastor, but as economer. That is lighter. That is better, no? Okay, only 12 novices naman, so may kayo to maintain. And only 4 workers. So, that was the problem. Then, after I said to the provincial, Father, I'm going back to the Philippines for good. This is final. That is 2017. So I came back for good. Then I was assigned here. How about this my portfolio? Confessor. Kung walang confessor, walang trabaho. If people don't commit sin, they have no work. No work. If they commit sin, they have to give no work. To get no solution. And so, that is still my portfolio, confessor. But I cannot sit all time meron. So what I do my hobby of clearing, cleaning, and that was my exercise. 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon, maybe sometimes the whole morning and the whole afternoon. That was my work. That is why ituloy I'm a janitor of the school because I'm collecting rubbish. My friends are the janitors of the school. No? They have, they seeing me working, they cannot stay idle. Si Father ka trabaho, kamo ba hindi nila trabaho? No, they also work. They don't hide anymore in some because they see me working, and so they can't afford to stay idle. They have to work because Father is working. And so that is the same for we have the somebody said there is a drought of vocation. That's very strong word, huh? Drought means nothing grows, and the plants growing will die because there is no rain, no growth and death. So that was a very strong word, huh? Drought of vocation, no? So, but anyway, I think that is very important. I saw the Salesians, they became my model. You will not be unaware, but our young Salesians and even our students, when they come Salesians, they are going to imitate you. Your lifestyle of governance and animation. They will imitate you, as I did imitate my superiors, not completely, but what I think or thought is useful and convenient. So it is for us. I say, come and see. Look at us. Looking at us, getting also what you are going to do. Give it to them. I think all of us have the same way of going on. We saw Father, Brother in that, I think, unconsciously, it has followed our lifestyle. Oh, Father, I like to go around and never going around, eat out and all that. So it becomes a superior. Even we say, eat out, go in places and all that, going around, even the same lifestyle as they see. So that also so we rectors and animators and superiors be conscious of that. Our young converts and our aspirants will look at us, will look at you, and they will follow the same lifestyle. Okay? Good night.